Hey everybody, welcome to Barber Dave's take on things. Before we get started on this, and this is only the second real episode that I've done where we're just chatting and talking. However, it's something that has been on my mind for a couple of weeks. But before we get started, let me get settled in. Okay, that's better. I guess I should preface this by saying that these are my opinions and my opinions alone. Um, However, some of you after watching this video may or may not want to continue your subscription on my channel, and that's fine. That's your prerogative. However, I think to set the stage, I think I also need to let everybody know that I am an independent conservative on the political arena, and I am a Catholic, and I am a fourth-degree member of the Knights of Columbus. So, not that I'm going to try to talk about politics and religion, which is a big no-no. However, the issues I am going to talk about are directly related. And I guess I should also say, because I don't know where this conversation is going to go. This is not scripted. This is something that's been gnawing away at me for a while. And I guess I'll start with this. If you call somebody friend, that to me, from my way of being brought up, is just like a handshake. You shake somebody's hand, you give them a hug, you look them into the eye, and you say, "You are my friend." Before you say that, you need to be willing to accept everything about that person. Everything, whether it be political beliefs, religious beliefs, social beliefs, doesn't make any difference. If you're going to use that word friend, you need to take it seriously. And unfortunately, in today's world, that doesn't happen. And there was a situation that occurred recently where, in my opinion, one of my dear friends, who I call brother, was attacked for his belief system and for some of the things he said, both via timing and everything else. And that doesn't matter. But I will say this. When I say friend to you, you are my family. And when I say family, I will do everything I can to protect that family. So when you come after my friend, you're coming after my family. Therefore, you are coming after me. And when something like that happens, it really hurts me, both from a spiritual standpoint and other standpoints. And when you go to a business and you try to bend that business to your belief and then try to chastise someone for their opinions, then basically you are creating a cancel culture. And in my opinion, again, the cancel culture in this country is what the problem is. No matter what side of the spectrum you're on, we are not where we should be. There is a divisiveness that tears me apart. And I see it every day in my barbershop, because obviously I have people from all over the world with different belief systems. But that brings me back to what I said before, is that no matter what my belief system is, I have no right to judge you on what your belief system is. I may not agree, but at the same time, I might learn something. And there was a day when I was young when people talked, and they could be from different religions, different races, black, white, pink, purple, gray, homosexual, non-homosexual, Christian, non-Christian. And although they may not agree with what they're talking about, they could appreciate the belief system that they have in their heart. Because ultimately, we're all here finding our own path. And no one can tell me, as a Christian or any other religion, where their deity, whether it be Jesus Christ or whether it be Abraham or whether it be Allah, stated that we could judge someone because of their belief system and judge someone based on their sexual orientation or judge someone on what they say after we called them friend. And see, to me, that is the travesty. That is where the biggest hurt comes from me, is if I call somebody friend, you're my friend. And if you betray that friendship in whatever way, shape, or form, it hurts. And you don't know the path other people are on. And more importantly, when you go to a third party and make your complaint about this opinion of this friend or even an acquaintance and try to bend them to your belief system, or in a way blackmail them into saying, well, if you don't do this, then we're going to do this, then how can you call yourself a faith-driven person? Because you're judging and you're saying that this is the law. And we don't have that right. Only one person does in my world, and that's God. God does not allow us to judge. In fact, if you take scripture, Jesus forgave the people that judged him the most and still loved them. And so what gives us the right to say otherwise? And more importantly, if we judge another person, then they may never listen to your point of view, and your point of view may be valid, even if you're upset at theirs. And if you're, and quite frankly, if you're upset about something that was said by somebody, go to them, talk to them, give them an opportunity to show their point of view. Give them an opportunity to defend what their belief system is. And I use the word defend, and I really even shouldn't say defend. They shouldn't have to defend it. And they should be given that opportunity to listen to your point of view as well. But unfortunately, in today's world, this cancel culture is like, if you don't believe what I want to believe, you're a dirtbag and I will never speak to you again. Even though a half an hour ago, you may have been friends with them. So I guess I needed to get that off my chest, because I will defend my friends, regardless of their belief system, regardless of whether we're 180 degrees apart politically, religiously. It doesn't matter. If I call that person friend, he is family. And if he is family, I will defend him to the death. And when I see people being attacked, it makes me wonder the loyalty you had to that person as a friend or even an acquaintance, because I believe acquaintance is just as strong a word. And then finally, if you're going to go to a business and say, if you don't do this, I'm going to stop this, or if you don't do this, I'm not going to support this, or if you don't do this, I'm not going to support this, when in every way, shape, or form that business acquiesced by looking at the situation and saying, okay, maybe this was a little wrong, we will remove it. But then to continue this this campaign and saying, well, I can't support this if you believe this, then I also question, in the same way as I question friend, I question the loyalty you had to that business. And that's the bottom line. And the people in the know what I'm talking about. And I'm not going to mention any names or the situation specifically, because I don't feel that's respectful to both parties. However, know this, that my family was attacked. And I needed to say something. And most importantly, if those people involved have a problem with the opinions and the beliefs of other people, go to that person. Give them the respect that they deserve and talk to them about it, because they don't know how you feel. They don't know how seriously you believe in something. And if you seriously believe in something, then discuss it. Unfortunately, to me, this is what's wrong with the world. We don't discuss anything anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't laugh anymore. And it hurts. And I think that we need to take a long look in the mirror at ourselves and say, wow, he's on a different path than me, but that doesn't make it wrong. Or he's on a different path than my belief. That doesn't make it wrong. That is his path. And ultimately, at the end of the day, the only judgment that can occur is by whomever you believe in as your faith. And it doesn't matter if it's Jesus, if it's Allah, if it's this cigar cutter. It doesn't matter. Because if you're going to take the time to call somebody friend, then be their friend regardless of what they do. And I know that sounds like preaching, but I had to get this off my chest because it's been bothering me for quite a while. So anyhow, cheers to all the subscribers. I hope you'll stay. If you don't, I understand. But there's a lot more to me than just being a barber and doing shaving videos. And that's what this BarberDave's My Take on Stuff is all about. And there'll be videos when I think there should be videos. Anyway, this is BarberDave, My Take on Stuff. Hope everybody has a wonderful, blessed Sunday. Take care.